Hello everyone, welcome to the Hiverchain blockchain seminar, and I am your host Udwak Umotan. And today's episode we'll be having three amazing crypto experts talk to us on the topic, the ABC of cryptocurrency. We'll be having Mr. Samuel Ogu. He is the CEO Code Cargo Interactive Limited. Secondly, we'll be having Mr. Miracle Ochoma. He is the CEO Hiverchain. And also Mr. Solomon Amunde, who is the COO Sasomi's Bitcoin Exchange. These guys will be dissecting cryptocurrency and blockchain technology for everyone here to understand. Please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and enjoy yourself as you watch this video.
And I've been into the blockchain industry or into blockchain programming for going to 4 years now, since 2016. So I've been involved in the blockchain space in Nigeria.
Okay, awesome. Mr. Miracle, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Ochoma Miracle. I'm the CEO of Hiverchain, which is a blockchain firm, Nigeria's own blockchain firm, which is trying to introduce people to the crypto sphere and also to the technology behind cryptocurrency, which is the blockchain technology. I've been in the crypto space since 2016, more of a trader, an investor, and thereabout. So that is me.
Okay, awesome. So you've been eating crypto money for a long time now.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Solomon.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm actually Solomon Gifts, and I've been into the crypto space since 2015, and so far so good. It's been doing very well. I'm more interested in the blockchain technology itself. I'm an entrepreneur and also an investor. I have this keen interest for decentralized application, and I'm very much interested in the whole crypto space and to see what it will be in the next few years.
Okay, so guys, my name is Udwak Umotan, and I'm your host for today. All right, so I'm going to be asking the questions and help organize this session. Okay, so let's go into it as quick as possible. My first question today will be going to Mr. Samuel Ogu. From a developer's point of view, like he said, he's a blockchain developer. So can you please tell us what blockchain is all about? What exactly is blockchain?
All right, cool. So thank you for the question. So a lot of people have been involved with the space or in blockchain, but little have the knowledge of what blockchain is about or what blockchain means in general. So simply, a blockchain is a series of transactions or a series of records that are all linked together. And this is a decentralized record in which anyone can look it up. So it's a decentralized ledger that has a series of transactions that are called the blocks or that are linked together in forms of a block. So blockchain. So you're having blocks that are chained together or are linked together. So inside these blocks, you have different records, ongoing list of records, and the blockchain is a place where these records are stored. So there is a whole lot of stories about the blockchain. So from when it was created. So blockchain or the knowledge concerning blockchain technology started from the year 1982 from a guy called David Chum. Now, David Chum only wrote a paper and the paper was tagged computer systems established, maintained and trusted by mutual suspicious groups. Now, in 1991, another group of people wrote another paper, and in that paper they were talking about time-stamping documents that cannot be altered. But it was until 2008 that the person or the group of persons called Satoshi Nakamoto, like we all know, brought about the word blockchain. So in general, we can say blockchain was created by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008 because he was the one that wrote the Bitcoin white paper that brought about the word blockchain. No one has brought about that word before. Then in 2009, the Bitcoin started. That was in January, and that was how the blockchain technology was evolved. It became evolved and became a growing technology till date.
Okay, wow. So you just managed to give us a history lesson.
Yes, sir.
I think you should have been a very good history student in school. Okay, so you spoke about cryptocurrency. You mentioned cryptocurrency. I heard you mention Bitcoin. Are these also applications of blockchain?
Blockchain. Yeah, there are so many applications, but it's quite unusual that people tend to focus more on Bitcoin, but there are a whole lot of application of blockchain. Now, first, Bitcoin was created by Satoshi Nakamoto as a form of incentive because the blockchain was to be a network that stores this record. But how am I going to store this record? Using my resources, using my computers, my servers, and just keep the network going. So it brought a way whereby for me storing this information, or for you using my resources to store this information, I'm giving a token, and that token was Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency. So that was how cryptocurrency came about in form of Bitcoin. But blockchain as a whole can be used in so many ways. There are tons of application of blockchain. So I'll just list a couple of them. So one is in the healthcare. So imagine going to a particular hospital in Nigeria, and they have records of, they have a file for you, and they have records of what has happened to you as long as you've been to that hospital. Now, leaving Nigeria and going to a country like the USA, what happens is that particular file is gone. So healthcare in the blockchain is having a decentralized filing system whereby my record, my healthcare record, can be on the network. So if I go to Nigeria, I can still see my record. If I go to America, I can still see my record. If I go to Jamaica, I can still see my record. Now, another application of the blockchain technology is an asset management. So asset management in form of trade, processing. So imagine like right now in GT Bank, what happens when all their servers get destroyed? What happens if GT is destroyed? So let's say their servers are in Lagos. What happens if that particular office of that particular headquarters is destroyed? So what it means is that all records concerning GT transactions are all gone. But having all those transactions on the blockchain, no matter when how the locations are destroyed, is still on the blockchain and is decentralized. Everybody knows what they have, so you won't have issues in tracking who has who, what amount, and who has you get different aspects of assets. Now, another application is in payment. So there's a big time challenge in sending money from a place like Nigeria to a place like, let's say, the USA. And this challenge is because the payment processors in Nigeria are not compatible with the payment processors in a place like USA. So with blockchain technology, you can bring a form of payment whereby, because one thing blockchain does is trust, because everything is decentralized, everything is open, so there's trust. So involving blockchain in payment is having a system whereby I can send money to GT. GT takes my money, let's say 10,000. Maybe I want to send money to maybe my girlfriend in the US. I send money to GT. GT takes my 10,000 and converts it to a particular token in the blockchain. Now, GT sends that token to a bank in the US, let's say the Bank of America. Now that bank converts that particular token to dollars. So let's say 10,000 naira equivalent is let's just say 400 or 40 dollars. Just give you an instance. So that $40 is now sent to my girlfriend from Bank of America. So Bank of America owes that token while GT owes my money. Now it goes the other way. If my girlfriend wants to send money to me in Nigeria, my girlfriend sends that $40 to Bank of America. Bank of America converts it to token and sends to GT. GT takes that token and converts it back to Naira and send to me. And this can be done within seconds without a huge amount of fees. So there are tons of application of blockchain.
I like the parts where the girlfriend sends the money from America down to Nigeria. I like that part. Okay, so we've spoken to a developer, and okay, before I get to the next question, this session is actually being recorded and will be uploaded to our YouTube channel. So for those that came in late or those that are going to come in late, you could go to our YouTube channel by tomorrow to check out for the video. Okay, so a whole lot of people have heard what blockchain is all about, but I know they still want to know what cryptocurrency is. So Mr. Miracle, I know you're not a developer, so your terms are going to be more, simplified. So what is cryptocurrency?
Yeah. Okay. Basically, cryptocurrencies are money, right? A cryptocurrency is a digital currency or a digital asset, right? The only difference between a cryptocurrency and a traditional fiat money, which is either naira, dollars, or yen, is that cryptocurrencies cannot be held. You cannot hold them. You cannot field them. You cannot feel them with your hands. They are the digital equivalent of probably our traditional currency. And another difference with cryptocurrencies is that they are secured by cryptography. And most cryptocurrencies these days are decentralized in nature. If you listen, I would say most cryptocurrencies are decentralized. That means they make use of the blockchain, right? The most famous of them all is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Now, when you hear the word cryptocurrency, you should be able to know that, okay, there is crypto and then there is currency. The crypto side is where it is secured by cryptography. And then the currency side is just to let you know that it can actually be used as a means of payment, right? So we have Bitcoin, we have Litecoin, we have Dash, we have Monero. There is a lot of there's a lot of cryptocurrencies out there. So basically, just know that cryptocurrencies are assets, digital assets, or digital currencies that can be used for transactions. That's it, basically.
Okay, awesome. So you've just managed to tell us some different, a couple of different cryptocurrencies. How many cryptocurrencies are there now currently in the world?
Well, I would be a wizard to actually know how many cryptocurrencies are out there. There's a whole lot of cryptocurrencies, but I will share a place where you can actually find a ton of cryptocurrencies. Currently, there are more than 3,000 recognized cryptocurrencies or crypto projects. Because if you listen carefully, I said cryptocurrencies are digital assets or digital currencies, right? Meaning you can record assets on the blockchain. Anything can be an asset. Your house, your land, your documents, an agreement, everything can be an asset, right? So there are a lot of cryptocurrencies out there. One place you can actually find the record of currencies out there is coingecko.com, right? You can go to coingecko.com. You can see a list of cryptocurrencies by their market cap, volume, exchange where they are traded, and get a whole lot of information, even their social media handles and all that. Another place you can go to source information about a project or a coin is at coinmarketcap.com, right? It's similar thing with CoinGecko. So you can find a whole lot of information there about a certain coin. If you want to read more about Ethereum, you can click on Ethereum. You can find their Twitter, their Telegram. You can see the historic data on the coin you're interested in, when it was launched, the price, and a whole lot of information about, the currency you're interested in looking up.
Awesome. So one of the questions that will be in people's mind right now is, how do I make money from cryptocurrency? I have a whole lot of people call me and tell me, how do I make money from cryptocurrency? So if I buy Bitcoin now, where will I put it to start growing?
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me that question. So I'm going to direct that question to Mr. Solomon, because I know you've gotten a whole lot of such comments before. So so how can one make money from cryptocurrency?
Okay, there are actually so many ways you can make money from cryptocurrency. But the problem I have with people is they're so much interested in how they can make money in cryptocurrency, but they don't pay attention to how not to lose money in cryptocurrency. They get carried away with making money, and at the end of the day, they end up losing money. So now, what most people do is they say they are traders, they tend to trade. And we all know, based on statistics in the world, 80% of traders don't make money. They just claim to be trading, but they are not actually well grounded. Before you can call yourself a trader and you can make reasonable funds to fund your lifestyle, if that's what's funding your lifestyle, via crypto, you have to at least be very well grounded with the knowledge in cryptocurrency. And it's not something that you can perfect in just 5 days or a month. It takes time and it takes practice, and it also takes consistency, it's patience. As a trader, you don't get emotional. You follow the charts and fundamental analysis. This is one way you can make money via cryptocurrency. Another way is based on investing. If you can bring out time and identify good projects. These days, there are so many projects out there. It's very easy. You can create a cryptocurrency in less than 30 minutes with just 5 to 10 lines of code. Decentralized platforms have made that very possible via smart contracts, Forsage and the other ones. And most times they present an MLM scheme which people tend to key into so that they can, in quotes, make money, not knowing that this is a Ponzi scheme that is being brought down to cryptocurrency. I don't know if you follow. It's actually a Ponzi scheme that's being brought down to cryptocurrency. And people will say they are part of crypto. Yes, you invested in a cryptocurrency or in a coin. You have that, you've made your payments, but the project itself, it's a Ponzi scheme. So at some point, you might feel like you're making money, but in the short run, you end up losing. So what I would say is you just have to ground yourself with proper knowledge. And if you're not a trader, then it's best you invest in tokens or in coins for the long term. These days, we have the whole DeFi ecosystem, which is coming in, which is like the new craze of 2020, the new bubble in the crypto system, which enables people to earn just by staking and mining. Although in the past, we also have other staking platforms like Neo, and Ethereum now wants to move to proof of POS system. They want to move to that, to which you can stake and earn. But most times, it's not something you can do with $100 or $200. Something that requires huge capital, talking of like $5K, $10K, as the case may be. So the easiest way to earn is as a long-term investor, if you know the good projects, and also if you're a trader, a well-grounded trader, you can earn in the crypto system. So my advice is for people to attach themselves to a community where at least they can be able to move together and get basic knowledge on good projects that they can invest in. That's one. And for those that have the time and the skill sets to become good traders, they can also go into trading. But it's not something you can learn in 5 days. That's just it.
Awesome. So talking about communities, the Hiverchain has a community on Telegram, the Hiverchain group. So it's a public group, so you could just go on Telegram and search. But I think before the end of this seminar, we're going to drop the link for the Telegram group. So everything about cryptocurrency is being discussed there. what to invest in, what not to invest in, what to buy, what not to buy. So you're going to get a whole lot of information there. So, Mr. Solomon, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. From how long have you done cryptocurrency? It's been years, yeah. You've been into cryptocurrency for some years now. So, invariably, how much have you made so far in the crypto space?
Cryptocurrency. I've made more than $100K. More than $100K.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Within the space of how long?
5 years.
5 years. Oh, awesome. That's cool. Okay, so I'm going to go to Mr. Samuel Ogu. I heard Mr. Solomon talk about Ponzi. So can you just tell us exactly what Ponzi schemes, what they are, and how to spot them? Because I know there are a whole lot of them. I've had friends that complain that, oh, they put their money here, they bought Ethereum. I think people have really used the Ethereum cryptocurrency to scam a whole lot of people this period. So can you tell us what Ponzi's are and how we can spot these Ponzi schemes?
Okay, cool. So I will simply put it that any platform that promise to give you returns when you invest your money, and these returns comes from a new participant, automatically that system is a Ponzi scheme. So a business is supposed to make profit from its activities and not from new investors. So any platform that takes investor A's money and give to investor B's money automatically is a Ponzi. And right now there are a whole lot of crypto Ponzi. So to spot it is simply to ask yourself, how are these guys making money that they can afford to pay me so amount of money every day or every hour or every week or every month? So if you can't answer that, then it's a Ponzi. And most of them we go behind closed door to say, oh, we make money through we have our blockchain system in which we trade in and trade that. So you want to be careful about statements like that. So one of the modern day biggest Ponzi was the OneCoin. So when the OneCoin came about, a friend told me about it. I think that was in 2016. Yeah. And it was so fascinating about the platform. And it was like, come join my link or come join under me, And I asked, okay, what are these guys doing? Say, oh, they sell educational materials, this and that, that and that. And I'm like, okay, that is good. But basically, what are they doing with this money? You get? And to see a clear Ponzi, always they are telling you to bring new persons. So a Ponzi is clear when they tell you, oh, bring this new person. For you to earn, you have to add more people. to under your leg or whatever they call it. So what happens when you don't add a new person? What happens when you don't prepare a new person? Does that mean that there will be no more money in the system? So if you can answer that and you can tell yourself, if I don't bring in new person, I won't in, that means it's a Ponzi. And you can see what happened to OneCoin. They lied that for the cryptocurrency. And again, if a platform says they have a cryptocurrency, it's clear. A cryptocurrency is backed up by cryptography. So what it means is a cryptocurrency is just a code that is written. And most cryptocurrencies are open source. So you go on GitHub or whatever Git version control system they use, and you can see the code. So right now you can go on GitHub, you can see Bitcoin's code. You can go on GitHub, you can see Ethereum's code. So most cryptocurrency lie on, oh, we have a cryptocurrency and this is our cryptocurrency. You get? So that is how to spot a Ponzi scheme. And for most countries out there, Ponzi is illegal. It's so illegal. And when you operate a system whereby you make money from people coming into the platform, automatically you operate a Ponzi, which is illegal in some countries, and you get arrested.
Oh, okay. That's because I don't want to be in such countries. You can never find me in such countries. Okay, so Mr. Miracle, which cryptocurrency is best to buy today and why? Like, we need your honest opinion.
Okay. When it comes to this question, I've heard it a lot. And another thing that I get in response after giving my reply is that it's too expensive, right? So for me, the best cryptocurrency, in my humble opinion, to buy right now is Bitcoin, right? And people will always reply me and be like, but it's too expensive. But you mustn't buy one, right? You mustn't buy one Bitcoin, right? You can buy Bitcoin in fractions. Just the way we have Naira and Kobo, we have Satoshi and Bitcoin. You get? The confusion here is that Bitcoin is the coin, and also Bitcoin is the network. Okay? We have Naira and Kobo, we have Satoshi and Bitcoin. So you can say I want 100 million Satoshi, right? Which is about 0.01 Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken, right? So I tell people the best crypto you have to buy right now is Bitcoin, right? Let me quote Charlie Lee. Charlie Lee, who is the founder of Litecoin, right? He said, before you buy any other shit coin, at least buy Bitcoin. So if someone that created a coin, after in fact, Litecoin is a fork of Bitcoin, which is it's Bitcoin clone, right? He created Litecoin, but he's coming out to tell you, before you buy any other shit coin, even his own coin included, right? Buy some Bitcoin. That should give you, an idea. And I read an article a couple of weeks back, said for you to be a millionaire, statistically, you only need to own about 0.2 BTC for you to be a millionaire, because there is only 21 million Bitcoins to go around. So picture there is only 21 million Naira to go around, right? Meaning Kobo will have value. If you see your neighbor having 1,000 Naira notes, he's a big boy, right? Because the government can only print 21 million Naira. And once the government finish printing that money, they're not printing again. Everything is going to have value. Kobo will have value, right? You could probably pay your rent with coins. You get? So I advise people, buy Bitcoin, right? Ethereum is also a very great project. Ethereum in Nigeria is coming to limelight. It's not as if it's today Ethereum came out. Ethereum has been in operation since, if I'm not mistaken, 2015, right? Ethereum is a great project, so you can actually buy Ethereum too, right? But before you go all out, buy Bitcoin. So the way I tell people to do this thing, there is something called the dollar averaging, right? Which is, if you're earning an income of 50K per month, right? You can remove a certain percentage of that 50K that will not affect your life. You could probably be removing 5K, from your income. A safe percentage. We pay God 10%, right? You can as well pay yourself 10%, right? You can pay yourself 15%. Use that percentage to buy Bitcoin. That way, your lifestyle is not affected. You get? But the problem we have as Africans is consistency. 1, 2, we want to eat the money, right? I want to ride the big car and be called a big boy, right? But these white guys, what they do is they call cost dollar average, right? They enter, in stages. They buy in stages for their kids, right? In 2016, when I bought my first Bitcoin, Bitcoin then was around $600, right? 2017, Bitcoin rose to $20,000, right? As of today, Bitcoin is playing around today. It's around 11,200 or so. So today, but then picture 18 years from now, when I'll be handing over a very good sum of Bitcoin to my first son and my daughter, how much that would be for them, right? Just picture yourself that your granddad during when what's it called? The colonial masters were still around. Your granddad was mining gold and was keeping for his great grandchild. Me and you will not be on this Zoom call today, right? You would have altered your path, right? Or your great granddad got into oil well, owning an oil well, or going into politics. Those things were way more easier to do then. You get? But then they were not thinking for the future. Not even for their great grandchildren. They aren't thinking. They're like for themselves, marry 6 wives, own farmlands, oppress the next king in the next village. That was like the end thing. But now we are here. Bitcoin is not expensive now, right? I understand we are young men, unemployment and all that, right? Bitcoin is not expensive now, right? Maybe a few years from now, you will quote me, Bitcoin is not expensive. There can only be 21 million Bitcoin in circulation. Just let that sink in, right? And they tell you for you to be a millionaire, you need only 0.2 BTC. I think I will share that article in the group later. I've shared it earlier before, but I think I will share it again. Read through. Bitcoin is not expensive. Picture 2 years, 3 years from now, and Bitcoin is like $25,000 or $50K for one. And you can remember, I remember when Bitcoin was 10K. You would regret it. Your kid will not ask you, why didn't you buy then? You now say, then it was expensive. I didn't even have money. There is no excuse for it. For me, get yourself buying Bitcoin, right? Accumulate Bitcoin. Buy it. You can buy 5K Bitcoin if you want someone that will sell it to you. Have someone that will sell it to you. 5,000 naira worth of Bitcoin. Someone will sell it to you. And self-discipline, right? Keep the Bitcoin. Don't touch it. It's not your money, right? Save it up somewhere. Lock it up. They have wallets, right? Lock it up. Let it be. If Bitcoin is rising or falling, keep a deaf ear to everything. If someone is calling you, come and join this platform. Come and join Forsage. I heard there is Forsage now on Tron, right? Come and join this. Baba, just free them, right? For example, I'll give you guys an example. In 2017, late 2016, early 2017, there was this whole Zafon thing that was raining then. Zafon then is the equivalent of Forsage now, right? Because then you only need 2 people under you, then the whole thing will trickle down, right? People were buying 0.03 BTC and they bought it for 9,000 naira, 0.03 BTC. Solomon is there, so he's not in his head, he knows, right? They bought it for 9K to do what? Zafon, right? Now, what happened? Most of them lost their money in Zafon because they couldn't keep up and all that stuff. Today, 0.03 Bitcoin. I'm not even shitting you. You can, after this call, you can just do the math and exchange rate. If I offered you 150K for 0.03 Bitcoin, you will not agree. Now, ask yourself, do you have the Bitcoin? No. Do you have the 150K? No. So you're rushing to invest.
Do you even have the 9K?
No. Now, so some people, so some people in the quest to invest, to grow their Bitcoin, they lose it. You get? So I tell people, accumulate Bitcoin. That is the safest thing for you to do. Except you want to go and learn to trade. Even if when you learn to trade, if you have $100 and you want to learn to trade, keep $30 for your kid. Play with $70. There is a huge chance you will lose that $70. When you lose it, don't come and touch the $30. It's as simple as that, right? It is discipline. It is discipline. And we need to teach ourselves discipline, and we will make money. That is just the basics. That is just it.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Miracle. I know from what you have said right now, a whole lot of people will be thinking, where can I buy Bitcoin? Yeah, where can I buy cryptocurrency? So I think I'm going to channel that question to Mr. Solomon here. Where are the best platforms to get cryptocurrency from?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. So there are lots of platforms where you can get cryptocurrency. It's no longer like it was 2015. I remember then when I first bought Bitcoin 2015, it was very difficult then to get where to buy your Bitcoins way back then. But these days, like, it's easy. Almost all the exchanges are selling Bitcoin. You can buy it via your debit card, although it might not be so safe, but you can. The likes of Binance, those that have accounts in Binance, they can purchase from there using their debit cards. And these days in Nigeria, as you know, everybody claims to be a Bitcoin seller. If you do a head count of 1,000 persons, before you count 1,000 guys, one in every 1,000 will tell you they buy and sell Bitcoin. So you can see how easy it is these days.
I
Most
think it's even more
persons are
than one. I
just
think it's even more than one. Right now,
yeah.
there'll be up to like 100 of them.
Yeah. Most of them they would just take your cash and they won't give you any Bitcoin. They've done that to me before. Like I purposely tried the guy, and that was like 2017, and it was like 22K. I just gave him, and he didn't send anything. I was like, wow, it was expected. So these days it's easy. The challenge now is to get it from a trusted platform where you know that you would actually get your wallet credited with the amount of Bitcoin you want, of which you have Ethereum, even our own platform, like my own co-founded platform, Sasumis, we do that. And Luno, the likes of Luno, they do that. Remitano, they do that. Paxful, they do that. Although they do it on different grounds, actually. In platforms like Remitano and Paxful, you're trading with a fellow trader. It's just bringing two persons together to transact. Similar thing to that Luno does. Why for exchanges like ours, Sony's and some other exchanges in Nigeria, like EX and so on, and I think Patricia, so those ones, they actually buy from you and sell to you. They are not linking two persons together. They actually buy from you and they sell to you. So these days, it's very easy. It's very, very easy. And for those persons, some persons that don't joke with their cash, they are very, very skeptical when it comes to transfer or card payments or anything online. They want to see you in person. So for those people, they still have exchanges that you can walk into the office in different states, Port Harcourt, Lagos, Abuja, different states. You can just walk in there and perform your transaction, make the transfer, and get your account funded. So the major thing is these days, it's very easy to get your cryptocurrency, in quotes, Bitcoin. It's very, very easy.
Okay, awesome. So, Mr. Samuel, can you tell us how to spot, how to know legit platforms to get our cryptocurrencies from?
Okay, so one thing is you never know if a platform is legit or not. So a platform is not legit when they run away with your money. True or false? So all platforms are legit when transaction goes through, you get your money, you're happy, oh, you're good. But one way to see a platform that may likely run away with your money is identity. So most platforms that tend to run with your money, we hide their identity. So you could go online, you could do a domain search of that particular platform. So you can go to whois.com. You could put the name of the website,
the URL,
like all those,
website.
Yes, the URL of the website, and you could do a search. So the whois is going to give you who registered the domain name. And most times for all those fake platforms, they hide their identity. So you see that their identity have been protected. So once you see this, that is a heads up telling you, man, this platform are likely to run away with your money. Then another way is to also check their website. So if they show the identity of the founders, go through the founder. Are they real founders? Check their social media handles. Are they real founders? Because a fake platform will want to hide their identity. So I won't want to put my identity in a platform that I'm going to get so many people's money and I'm going to run away. So I'll love to hide my identity. Then on that, the third part is most fake platforms operate a Ponzi system. So once you see a platform operating a Ponzi scheme system, automatically it's a heads up telling you that this platform is going to run away with your money. So you should stay off. So it's quite simple. But most times, the human greed in us tend to push us, and that is what those platforms use to get to us. So they put a high greed, and with this high greed is something saying, oh, you know what? In 2008 or 2010, Bitcoin was so amount. Imagine now Bitcoin is so amount. Now buy our token. In a couple of years, our token is going to be worth so. With that, you already push it to get involved in the platform. So just like BitConnect, you can see that was a clear Ponzi in which I told so many people during the ICO era. So many people. I have a friend that lost over $10,000, not naira, $10,000 on BitConnect. And this was something I told him. This is a bad system. This is a bad platform. They're going to run with your money because their identity were hidden. You get it's so clear. So let's learn to control our greed. Let's do our research. Don't just listen to people. Mostly marketers. There are a lot of crypto marketers. The funny thing is that most of these crypto marketers, you see them on YouTube, you see them having Telegram groups. They are being paid to talk about this platform. Their job is to get people into these platforms. They get their money. They tell you they are not the owners, and you can't hold them responsible. So we should be really careful of such platforms.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do as part of one of our Zoom meetings, we're going to analyze a whole lot of these platforms here because so many people are asking questions like FX farms, Pennywise. So there are a whole lot of them. I think maybe we're going to take out time in one of our Zoom meetings like this to analyze and dissect most of these platforms so people can really know what they are getting into. And that is what our aim is. Our aim here is to enlighten people and make sure that they understand what they are getting into. It's not just to invest. Just like in the real world, you want to invest in a business, you need to have clear knowledge of what you're investing in. So why people lose so much money in cryptocurrency and they feel that cryptocurrency is a scam is because a whole lot of people have disguised themselves. A whole lot of Ponzi's have disguised themselves using cryptocurrency, and people don't get to research. People really don't get to research, so they don't get the right information before they put in their monies. And these people, this Ponzi scheme, they leverage on our greed as humans to take away all our monies. Okay, so if you have any question, just send it as a chat. Just send it as a chat, and we'll try as much as possible to take as much questions as we can. But every other question will be channeled and will be answered in the Telegram group. All right. So finally, Mr. Miracle. Okay. So you told us how much Bitcoin was in 2016. How much you bought Bitcoin in 2016?
Yeah.
Yes, and how much it rose to in 2017. So that means you must have made a whole lot of money. So please tell us.
Thank God.
Tell us, what are the most exciting reasons to become involved with digital currencies?
Well, it's more like evolution. Okay. As humans, we went from trade by barter to fiat. Then from fiat, we went to credit cards. Now it's crypto. You just have to keep up or you'll be left behind. And no one likes to be left behind. It's more like you trying to explain to your grandma how credit card works. It's going to be very difficult for her to understand. Too difficult that she will not even want to know. So apart from enjoying the volatility of crypto, which is making money from the volatility of crypto, it's also about being in the know, right? Being in the moment, knowing what is happening, because time would come in no distant future that GT Bank Access might be holding people's crypto, right? If you have crypto, just send it to them, they will hold it for you, right? And then things will be totally different, right? Just like the way people are screaming DeFi coins, DeFi deals, and they are rushing and they are putting money and they are dumping on them. They don't really understand what the DeFi is about. What is the difference between a DeFi token and a normal token? They don't know, right? They are just buying it because they heard one did 7,000% in 8 hours. right? Meaning if you put in $1, you would have had, $7,000, you get. But they don't know the underlying thing that is going on under the hood. So getting into crypto, I was explaining to someone this evening, I told the person, crypto is like a religion. You have to be serious about it. It's a lifestyle. You have to, when you get into it, you learn a lot. You having the knowledge also gives you the ability to make money, right? For example, I was discussing with one of my partners earlier this week. I was like, see, right now, there is no need for you to hold fiat, which is there is no need for you to even hold more than 1 million naira in your bank account. Because you holding money in your Access or GT or Stanbic Bank, how much are they paying you per annum? What is your APY, right? But then I can actually convert my fiat to DAI, right? Which is a cryptocurrency backed by other cryptocurrency, and then I would put it in a Y pool, and then they'll be paying me probably like 80 to 100% APY. That is you doubling my money in a year safely. And there is no need for me to be holding fiat. So meaning if Nigeria were to be in trouble, if they were to chase me out of this country, right? I can still go to South Africa and still be a big boy in South Africa. If you like, seize my lands in Nigeria, I have money that's not in Nigerian banks. You get, that is the power of crypto. Take an example of what is happening in Hong Kong, right? Which also contributed to the increase in Bitcoin price. People had to flee from Hong Kong. They had capital flights. People took their money, converted it into Bitcoin, and left Hong Kong, right? So of them keeping their money in a Hong Kong bank, right? They converted their money into Bitcoin, right? So that Bitcoin, if you can hold your money in Bitcoin or any other crypto, you can go anywhere in this world and still convert your money, whatever, and still spend it and still be a big boy. These days, people are memorizing their private keys. So meaning you are the money. You get, imagine if I can memorize my private key, I have my money, right? So meaning if quote and unquote, I eat my church money, maybe I'm the guys, don't take this advice, please. I'm the one holding my church money. I now go and convert my church money to Bitcoin, and the pastor is angry, and this and that. I can run away. The mnemonic phrase is in my head. I can go to another country, unleash this mnemonic phrase on a ledger or even on blockchain.com, and the money comes out. I am the money, right? I don't know. A certain agency might be looking for me for money that I did not take. I did not take it. I am the money. So in as much as you can't find it, it never happened, right? Because I am the money. You cannot get out what is in my head, except you have to be the contraption that takes out my thoughts and puts on a screen and say, oh, okay, he has 17 Bitcoin somewhere, and this is the phrase to it. So being in Bitcoin, which is the Satoshi's dream, which is for you to be financially free, for you to be able to control your own money, for you to not to be dependent on the middlemen. The middlemen here are the banks, the financial institution, the clearing houses, even the central bank itself, right? For you to be able to control your own wealth yourself. It's a very exciting moment for you to be in crypto, I tell you.
Okay, so we have a question here. People are already bringing out their questions. We have a question here that says, so what happens when governments begin to regulate the crypto sphere? Surely governments must begin to protect their citizens from these Ponzi's at some point. So
okay,
I saw something. I saw something yesterday or 2 days back from the Union Bank. I think it's Union Bank where they say Union Cares.
Union Bank saying something.
Yeah, that people should not invest in cryptocurrencies, blah 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 blah. So, in relation to this question, what would be your answer?
Well, most people are still in the notion that government cares for you. Does the government really care for you? Look at yourself right now in this country. Is the government putting you in front? That is what you ask yourself. Now, ask yourself another question. What is the true aim of Bitcoin? Decentralization. Most of you have heard the word decentralization in the course of this discussion. What is decentralization? Decentralization means no one person, no one group of persons holds the power. The power is in the people, right? This is the true democracy, right? The only time that the government remember that people are the power is during elections, when they want to cheat you to believing that they regard you, right? But in the blockchain space, right, the blockchain itself is a decentralized ledger. It's an open ledger that everybody can see, everybody can partake in it, right? So government coming in to regulate crypto, it's actually it's like it has its up and down, which is bringing a form of maturity where, okay, if you actually wanted to execute a Ponzi plan, if you do, the government can easily shut you down, or something can easily happen. They can easily sanction you. But then most of the times when government step in like this, it is to put fear in its citizens so that they will not participate in that thing, because they know that this thing is taking away control from them. Just like earlier, Sammy said, blockchain can be used in doing other things aside cryptocurrency. Let me tell you one of the most powerful ones: voting, right? Yeah. A decentralized voting makes it impossible for your government to rig the vote, because I can stay in my room, cast my vote. Everybody is seeing the result as the vote is being cast. They know they don't step out to go and count votes. They cannot hack it and change figures. No. As the voting is happening, everybody is knowing that, Mr. A is beating Mr. B. And you can and they can do that thing. You see, it is not impossible. There are cities or counties in the US and even in Australia that has actually done blockchain voting. Right? You can't rig it. So the government would tell you, okay, we want to sanction a company in Nigeria that is into blockchain, that is building blockchain-based applications, right? They want to sanction those people, or put an eye on them to make sure that they don't release something that the government cannot, sanction or restrict. That is the same thing that is happening in China, right? China before said Bitcoin is not money, right? You cannot convert between fiat to crypto or crypto back to fiat. China is doing it currently because they know that they cannot shut down Bitcoin. No one can, right? So they will bring in sanctions. So the Union Bank circular that has gone around is probably to mitigate. I would like to believe that they want to mitigate fraud, because this day there's a whole lot of fraudulent activities happening using Bitcoin. Right, but that is the area where Nigerian government will enter and tell you they want to, make sure that people are not duping people with Bitcoin or creating Ponzi groups with Bitcoin. And then most of the time, the people that will suffer it more are probably the legit exchanges or the legit crypto projects, right? The sanctioning that, for me, I would see that, okay, might be good for the health of the whole crypto ecosystem is maybe KYC, authorizing exchanges to demand for KYC from, their users, which is okay. So when someone launders money, he cannot easily convert it to Bitcoin, because then you have to give away your KYC, right? KYC, but any other thing, know your customer, or AML, anti-money laundering, right? So for me, that is like what Nigerian government can start with, because most of them don't even understand what this whole craze is about. And the truth is that most persons that are in this space don't really understand what this whole thing is about. They're all about, in a signal group, buy this coin into pump, they go and buy it. Buy this one into pump, they go and buy. If it dumps, they say, it dumped. They say, they don't.
I've lost money.
Yes, I've lost money, right? That is what most students are coming. Or join this platform, bring 2 people, they will pay you. Or in the case of Pennywise, they are trading with your money. If these guys are truly trading with your money, why do they want your money?
How would they need you?
Why do they need you to contribute that huge amount of money so that they will not trade and be giving you 2% per day? Who the hell will be paying you 2% per day? That is like 60% per month. And they are telling you to go and bring more people. How does this work? Right? So the greed level is too much. For me, regulation I would like to see what the Nigerian government is proposing as regulation, right? But what is it called? Saying that we should stay clear of cryptocurrency investment is generalizing too much, right? I would like to see a proper, it's going to be difficult. The only way they can do it is by massively freezing people's accounts. So when they find out that, okay, you are trading a lot of Bitcoin, somehow they freeze your account. So you having that money there, you don't have access to your money, right? But then this is going to push people into another thing whereby people might begin to use crypto as a standard. So if you want to buy my TV, I will tell you, pay me Ethereum, pay me 2 Ethereum, you carry the TV. That is like sidelining Naira totally. If I want to sell my land, I say, okay, see, if you have $1K dollars worth of Bitcoin, I will give you that half plot of land, right? Don't pay me Naira, give me. Young boys might start doing that. You get, using it as a proper means of exchange. Because now, if I collect that money and change it to Naira, I will have a problem. So there's always a way around it. My dad would always say, if you push me to the wall, I'm going to react. So if the government of Nigeria start placing harsh sanctions on this cryptocurrency space, not to forget that these guys are young guys. You will always find a way around it. And the true aim of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, it's decentralization, kind of censorship resistance, right? You cannot sanction me. You cannot block my account. That is what it is. Actually, I don't need the government. That is what crypto blockchain is all about. So if the government comes out full on against this whole Bitcoin thing, boys would find a way out. And that is just it. In China, people are trading Bitcoin, right? They are finding a way to send the Bitcoin out. For example, I heard you cannot convert your Bitcoin to Chinese yuan, right? So what Chinese guys do is they have Nigerian accounts. So they do that through Nigerian accounts. There's another way. So if Nigerians say they are blocking your account, I can go and open a Ghanaian account and I will do my transactions through a Ghanaian account. And it's going to work, right? It's only a matter of time before this thing starts playing. But I would like to see the sanction. I would like to see what they are proposing.
Okay, so the last question, and I'm going to be throwing that to Mr. Samalogo. While Mr. Miracle was talking, he mentioned elections, okay, and he said it will be one of the applications of blockchain, that blockchain can actually be applied to elections, voting, and the rest of them. So someone is asking, why can't elections be rigged using the blockchain if it was on the blockchain?
Okay, so the thing with rigging in the blockchain is, so like I defined, the blockchain is a series of transactions that are chained together. So you have transaction A, or you have record A is chained to record B. Then record B is chained to record C. So in order to change record B, you have to start from the beginning to change every single one record. And you have to create the hash or the cryptography equivalent of every single record, and it has to be the same. And for you to do that, you need to have full authority on the system. And the full authority on the system is called the 51% authority. So what it means is that you need to have 51% of resources of the system, which is more or less like impossible. So if you have a voting system that is being placed on the blockchain, one person won't be able to rig. You won't be able to rig everything till you have a 51 control of the entire blockchain. So you want to create a blockchain that is going to be based on the voting system, you need to create it in a way that no one can have 51% ownership for you to change it. And it's quite exciting that it's quite simple from a developer's point of view that these things can be done. And it's quite simple that this thing can be done and even applied in our government systems, whereby we pay tax into the blockchain. I can sit down and pay tax, and from the tax money or from the levies that the government use, it goes to one blockchain system, and a minister or a commission or a minister can say, oh, I'm putting my budget to do this road for 50 million naira or 50 million equivalent of that token, and he puts it on the blockchain, and everybody votes on that particular project. And if it gets a high vote, that means that project can proceed. And if that project proceeds, that money automatically is going to go into that account of the ministry. And if that money goes to that account of the ministry, they can now say, oh, today we are sending money to the carpenters, still on the blockchain. So you can have a complete government, like a country, run on a blockchain, a full blockchain that is processing everything from getting the new president on board, to getting the new minister, to getting money from individuals. So if you are going to register your business, you are registering your business on the blockchain. So I don't need to go to CAC to give them any money or to go through the process of registering my business. Sitting at home, I can just register my business on the blockchain. If I'm paying my tax, I'm paying it on the blockchain. If I'm making payments, I'm doing it on that blockchain. And this is what the government is supposed to be thinking of. This is what the government is supposed to make way for, whereby nobody is rigging election, nobody is siphoning money, nobody is not running away from paying their tax, a system whereby everybody is relaxed, everything is decentralized. I can see how much the president is making. I can see the memorandum of understanding of an upcoming minister or the upcoming president. You get, this is what they are supposed to be thinking of. And they just need to contact people that are knowledgeable in these things. They have my phone number. They can call me. But they shouldn't call me, from 11 p.m. I'll be sleeping, please. So it's coming during the day. And we can sit down and we can make this thing happen. Now, what they are thinking, their minute thinking is thinking of no Yahoo boys. You can decentralize everything that they don't have way to cheat the system, to steal people's money.
Sure.
And
okay, so I think that would be a topic for another day. Blockchain in governance. Yeah, that would be a topic for another day. Okay, so for today, every other question should be channeled to our Telegram group. We have a community there. I'm going to send the. I've just put up the link to our Telegram group. Okay, so if you're not on the group, join the group ASAP. Okay, so we're going to call it a day, and we've had an awesome experience, awesome, mind-blowing, mind-opening experience here from the speakers, Mr. Samalugu, Mr. Miracle, and Mr. Solomon. So thank you guys for sharing your thoughts and sharing your expertise with us. Okay, we are thrilled. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. So please, this seminar was hosted by Hiverchain, and you can follow us on all social media platforms. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, and we're on Facebook. Hiverchain, at Hiverchain. Follow us, join our Telegram group, and enjoy your day. Thank you very much. Till the next Zoom meeting. All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.